Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Focus on money and sex appeal at the same time. Now, one of the questions I get from a lot of cats, is, well, should I focus on my money first or my sex appeal? And the answer to that question is focus on both at the same time. See, a lot of people think, well, I want to get some women. So, maybe I'll focus on my sex appeal and then, I can find somebody who will want to grow with me. And yeah, that's cool. But then, sex appeal can be a while to develop. And then some people say, well, if I get my money up first. And I've met some guys like that. They'll say, I'm going to work to get my money up. And then the women will come. And, let me tell you, that's not the first thing they look at on a man. That's a secondary concern. They only checking out the money. They really checking out the money if, A, you sexy to them and they thinking long term maybe. Or they checking out the money, you not sexy to them and they thinking about how to divest you of that money as best as possible to their own betterment. So, so a lot of guys who will focus on the money, they don't work on the sex appeal. And it's like they older, now they're sexually appealing to a woman and then they getting in trouble. The women seeing them as a trick. No, the key is focus on both. And it's extremely easy. Okay, all right, you want to become more sexually appealing. What did I say is sexy to a woman? Your body build, your charisma, your masculinity. Well, first of all, your charisma and masculinity, you're working on that all the time, every moment. Because you need to be masculine. Shoot, you even need to sleep masculine. You need to be working on becoming more assertive and aggressive in a controlled manner every single moment. Every single interaction, every time you can go take a walk through the neighborhood, you need to be walking through masculine. So you working on that all the time anyway. Because it's already in you. The masculinity is already in you, but we just live in a culture that tries to suppress it. So all you have to do is just let it flow. It's going to happen anyway. So that's every time. Charisma, you develop charisma by how you interact with people. Now, I've had a lot of guys ask me, well, how do I meet, how do I get, I'm shy. How do I talk to these women? I say, yeah, at least speak to 3 women a day. And if you keep doing that every day, no matter what you're doing, you develop it. And then what'll happen is you'll start developing the more charismatic aspect of your personality. You know how to interact with people, how to be with people. You need to practice that every single time you out. And then the body, honestly, there's only so much time you can work on your body. You can put it just put out some time to work on the body and then, getting the clothes to wear. But in order to do that, you got to make money too. And it's a very simple balance. Okay, you got a job. All right. Most people got, I'll say, a 9-to-5 job. It could be 8 hours working somewhere. Even though in this age of supposedly this great economy, the jobs that are created are usually 12-hour jobs. But I'll save that for either my business channel or if I decide to do a political channel. But you need to be focusing on you getting the money too, because one, you're going to need the money anyway to at least work on your body. And then the clothes to adorn that body, you got to pay for it. So you can still do both. That's the thing. Because even if you got both, you still working out. You don't just get money and just stop and just say, okay, I'm going to work on my sex appeal. You still going to be working. And shoot, to really work on your sex appeal, you're going to need money to pay for those gym memberships. Even if it's like one of these inexpensive gyms and stuff. There's that gym out there that pays $10. I'd mention them, but, I'm like, they got to pay sponsorship deals for me now. But even then, you still got to have the time. See, what you have to do is you got to have a holistic life. Not just look at one thing and then get this and this. Some people make that mistake. It's like everything is step by step. No, it don't have to be that way. You can working on the money or whatever you're doing. But then you taking out some time, just like you take out time to watch the game. Just like you take out time maybe to go see a movie. Just like you take out time to watch one of these dumb TV shows. Just like you take the time to eat. You can take out the time to lift, develop your body, to diet, whatever. So you focusing on that every single day too. Even if it's some basic, just doing push-ups. If you can do like just a real quick, you can't really afford a gym, you can do push-ups. You can walk, you can do push-ups, you can do jumping jacks, you can do crunches. If you can't, just do body weight exercises. And that's going to help. Hey, I don't care who it is. Now, it'd probably go quicker. You're a member of a gym. You can hit some weights. You can get on the cardio machines. It'll go quicker, probably. You get more cut. But women most women, as long as that body, it looks decent naked, they good. You just need to get that body. And plus, you still working on your diet. And then even then, okay, you working on the money. You probably be making some money. You got to wear some clothes, right? That's working on your sex appeal too. You still got to wear some clothes. Even if they inexpensive clothes, you still got to probably style them up anyway. Work on it at the same time. You doing every single thing simultaneously. And you got to look at it like that. It's like everything you're reading, reading materials and stuff. You got to find some time for it. No one really is doing just one thing during a 24-hour period. When you get up in the morning, like for example, the day I'm recording this, what'd I get up and do? I got up, made a podcast for my subscription, for my Raw site, made a podcast for my Patreon site. Check my comments on the video that came out 3 a.m. Oh, incidentally, y'all, let me just a real quick tangent. I don't actually be up at 3 a.m. on most days. I make my videos like early in the week and just schedule them to come out. So I know people thinking I'm up. And I'm like, probably not. But, but still check that. Go to the gym. Come back. As I'm driving back from the gym, I'm probably making a car video. Get something to eat for the day, come home, upload, make sure, the video's uploaded good, check the comments, boom. Depending on the day, then I'm making some more videos. Then I'm since I'm doing 2 a days at the gym now, I go do that. Come back, maybe talk to a lucky young lady, and boom. That's it. And I'm doing all this same stuff at the same time. So, the whole point is you don't have to just focus on one thing. It's like one of the things, you got to look at it holistically. Now, I know as men, we tend to be like step by step, but life don't work that way. You got to be simultaneous with stuff. You can't just focus on one thing and then neglect the other one. Because if you try, like for example, like I use the example of dudes who might work on the money but neglect everything else. There's a lot of cats out there who making 6 figures and everything, but they not select because when they were younger and should have focused on getting their body right, they they got the money. Now they got the money and finding out the hard way that women want a nice body. Women want a nice body, and that's what's going to attract. And like the only women you getting with that all that money are some acceptable hoes. So you like screwed. So it's like, nah, don't wait. Do it all at the same time. Do it all at the same time. You got to think holistically. So anyway, that's it. And honestly, that's been my whole philosophy anyway. Be a Renaissance man. Tariq Nasheed talked about that, the urban Renaissance man. Back in the day in the neighborhood, shoot, you want to be that thorough dude. The thorough dude was clicking on all cylinders. So you want to be that man who women looking at saying is sexy, but then you getting paid too. So anyway, that's all I got for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and many blessings.